Stop it. Wait, the gang's all here? Come here. I need to see y'all.
The wiggly toes.
Both Prince Harry and the Rodriguez family know just how important a support system is.
Let's go! Don't stop pushing!
And this is the pep squad for Joel Rodriguez, a U.S. Army retired staff sergeant.
Is it fun watching your dad? Is he super fast?
Yeah.
How fast is he?
Like, he could go 30 miles per hour.
Whoa!
To son Elijah, 10-month-old daughter Layla, and his wife Liani, Joel is a superhero.
What is he teaching your kids?
He definitely is teaching them to get up every day, to work hard, to go after everything that you want, right? And stick to it no matter what happens, wins, losses, whatever, just keep going in life.
Prior to 2014, Joel was a passionate Army sergeant, but a devastating car accident not only derailed Joel's Army career, but left him with a fractured neck and a severe spinal cord injury.
A lot of people would have thought these are the cards I'm dealt. This is what I get, and I have to live with this. And maybe I've taken it kind of slowly through life. You did the total opposite, man. You went all the way in.
You said cards, and that's funny because when my wife came to see me in probably a day after my surgery, she was like, "Are you okay?" I said, "Well, these are the cards I have, so I have to play them." And I said, "So I'm just gonna do what I can to be the best person I can in this situation." And I mean, I'm still doing it. That's all we can do.
What does it mean to watch these guys and women just shine like this?
As far as I'm concerned, they've shone throughout their careers anyway, right? You know, to be able to see Joel and his family just flourish in moments like this, it means everything. But it comes back to the very simple thing, which is the power of sport. You know, not just physical, but the mental rehabilitation that it takes is phenomenal.
And Joel is in good company, surrounded by 500 competitors from 19 nations, where camaraderie and resilience are celebrated at the Invictus Games, like retired military petty officer Jacob Cox.
Awesome.
I want you to have those.
Wait, these really are for me?
Yes, those are for you.
Just because?
Just because. I want you to have them. Is that okay?
That was really nice. Thank you. Oh my God, that was so sweet.
For Jacob, who is visually impaired, the 100-meter is an incredible feat.
I'm legally blind, so I run with a blindfold and a guide. Yeah, so,
Holy moly.
So my guide has to put in all the work because he has to run his races and run them again for me.
And retired Air Force Tech Sergeant Gonzalez, who suffered a head injury during a training exercise while on active duty.
Retired in 2016 from the Air Force, severe PTSD, TBI, and other neurological ailments, and wasn't able to function, wasn't able to do my job, and I could no longer serve. So like my whole world was over, my heart was broken, and I was suicidal. And then I saw a video of the Invictus Games, and I was like, what is this? I need to do what I can to find how to get involved. Competed in 8 individual events, and I not only won, I won by 11 points. And then a month later, they said, you got a spot on Team US.
Okay, so. I can't.
For these athletes, the Invictus Games has played a part in their recovery, showing resilience goes beyond the battlefield.
It's not just about sports. It's not just about competition. It's not just about camaraderie. It's something bigger than all of that.
I mean, it's purpose,
Yeah.
These guys, they were serving, they signed up to serve. For most of them, they were willing to serve, or at least committed to serve for 20, maybe 30 years in some instances.
I for sure was a lifer.
Yeah, and then suddenly in your 20s or your 30s, you are literally, I mean, your life has changed, right? So the Invictus family is the continuation of service, right? So much of the sport is helping and healing them as the individual and them as a family. But what they are, again, proving to the rest of the world is that whatever you come up against, whether it's physical or mental trauma, that you can actually get through it.
Do you love them? I mean, Joel, by the way, he competes in so many things. It's like wheelchair basketball, wheelchair rugby. They're in the semis, the semifinals, the wheelchair rugby. That's the finals are today, and there's going to be a bunch more with Prince Harry.
Goes to show what a need that there was.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I imagine Prince Harry sitting down for an interview. There's 101 different things you could talk to him about, but his face lights up when he talks about the Invictus Games.
It really does. And look, there's a lot you want to ask him, and a lot I did ask him. And the Invictus Games, of course, is why he wanted to be there. And he kept bringing that up no matter what question I asked. But I did talk to him about other things as well, about his family and what it feels like to be, you know, now he feels like the United States is home. I mean, imagine saying that after living your entire life in England. You've been here for 2 years. And he said, because he's been welcomed here. And I said, boy, that's a kind of a big statement. And he said, yeah, it'll probably make news. Well, yeah, I was like, you know, when you say something like that, you say you wonder. But he was, I found him really open and very kind of funny and affable. Like he was, he had a few of those jokes that you know, you don't even want to say on TV. I was like, oh my God, look at this guy. Yeah.
Hoda, what was the interview like, though? Because it seems like you watched it, and it was almost like a little journey, right? At first, you two are getting to know each other, and then little by little, you start kind of getting those pieces, right?
Well, I think it was, in these kind of interviews, a little behind the scenes, you're not sure how long it will last. You might get 10 minutes, you might get longer. So you're not sure, like, should I just, because I wanted to get to know him. So I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just do it my way. I'm going to get to know him. I'm going to go down the road and see where it takes us. And if they end the interview early, because, you know, of course, there are handlers and people saying that's too much, that's not enough. But I just thought he was, delightful.
The road you went down, really, you touched on a lot of points. His visiting the Queen. That they haven't met the kids yet. What was most surprising to you? Because what touched me was the part when he talked about his mother and that she's now with him and taking care of him. What struck you?
Well, the fact that it underscored these last 2 years especially, that this is when it really hit home. And I think it's because he has children of his own now and he can see them. And I was struck by everything, even his discussion about the visit with the Queen. Like, he's her closest confidant. She tells him things that she doesn't tell anybody else. She tells Harry. He didn't talk about his father or his brother, and I asked about that.
He went back to the games.
He went back to the games on that, because I did want to know what that felt like to miss them, because I think a lot of people were curious about it. And, you know, in his defense, he's at the Invictus Games. I don't think he wanted to stand there and talk about himself the whole time, because I think that would have been sort of weird for him. So he talked some about it, and then he went back to the games. But his heart's in those games. And I didn't see Meghan, by the way. If you're she was there, and then she left. She goes, she's on a plane now. I'm like, oh, right now, like while we're standing here? He's like, yeah, she's on the way home. He said she'll be with the kids, so I'll feel safer to know that the kids are taken care of.
And those games, that's his baby, right? Like, didn't he create?
Girl, he created those games.
That's amazing.
Well,
honestly,
because he served in Afghanistan 2 tours, and he was on I think a helicopter with some wounded soldiers, and it just struck him like, wow, you know, just what these men and women put into it. He said originally he joined the military. He felt like it was like cool to be with the bros and all that stuff, and it changed completely. And that woman who said the Invictus Games saved her life, that was one of like dozens of people. Imagine that you were ready to take your own life. And instead, you took part in these games, and it transformed you. I was so taken aback by that. I knew it was meaningful. I didn't know it was life-saving until I was there, and it was totally emotional. I mean, the families were there, and it was like great. Boo-hoo.
Great job.
Wow. No one does it like you, Hoda. Thank you so much. That was fantastic. And we'll also have more of that conversation on our streaming channel Today All Day, starting at noon Eastern. So just head to the Today All Day streaming channel or Peacock or your smart TV. And you'll have more coming up in your hour, of course.
I will. There'll be some more, a little bit more. Yes.
Can you sleep? All right.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.